Hey, welcome to the Jewish Heart. I have a cold, so we're going to make a YouTube video about it. I want to show you guys how I would bring faith and emuna into a normal situation like having a cold or not feeling well. Our sages write in the Talmud that when a man deserves to be punished, God first acts with the attribute of mercy, and then he acts with the attribute of judgment. So if somebody deserves a certain punishment or something happening to them, God first, he tones it down by a lot, and just gives him a taste of what he deserves. And if he accepts it with love, and he accepts it with faith, and he accepts it with happiness, then they wipe it away, and they don't give him the full punishment. And the examples that they bring there is, for example, let's say somebody's committed some act where, I don't know, let's say they deserve to be burned. So instead of having them, their house set on fire, God he does like this much, that he'll just send him his coffee in the morning is a little bit too hot. Well, actually the example they use there is tea. His tea will be a little too hot and it'll burn his tongue a little bit. And he accepts this with love, and he accepts it from God, then they wipe it away, and that's it. If he accepted that with love, then God's like, okay, and that's it. And that's how strong God's attribute of mercy is. But if, let's say, he yells at the person who made it, or he's getting all frustrated and it kills his whole day because he burned his tongue and so then, God forbid, he can get the full punishment. So that's what it says there in the Talmud, and I try to bring this into everything, and this is the key to why it's so important to say thank you to God for everything, for the good and for the seemingly bad. And so for my example, like being sick, I want to show you how I kind of look at it, that I always try to find a way that it could be for the best. And not that I know exactly what God has in mind, but I figure if I can find a way that this can be good, so then God can also for sure find a way. So for example, when I first got to Israel, I came here, I was all fired up and ready to start studying and really work on myself and grow. And the first month I just had this annoying cold that wouldn't go away. I woke up with a headache and tired, and I couldn't focus, and I was frustrated because I came here to learn and to focus, and I couldn't wake up in the mornings, and then it went away at the end of the week. So I was like, all right, next week I'm gonna start strong. And then I woke up Monday morning and I was just feeling it again, and it happened 3 times. This same stupid cold kept coming back, and I was really frustrated. But then I started thinking, I was like, all right, so maybe I really deserved something much more. Maybe I deserved, God forbid, to be sick in the hospital for a month, something really serious. And instead, God acted with me in His mercy, and instead He's like, you know what, just be sick, a little bit, have a little cold for a couple weeks, and if you accept that with love, so I'll erase it. And that gave me a lot of strength, and I was like, you know what, I'm sure that if I can find this way, that that God is also can find a way that this will work out for the best. So and it clarifies things that you don't have to worry anymore. Not even that, since you accept it, so it makes it go away, which it also sometimes has the power. We accept things with love. We show God that no matter what you give me, I'm gonna accept it with love. And then God's He only sends you good things. If He sees you say thanks for the good and the bad, He's only trying to test your devotion. Am I going to say thank you? Am I going to see, God, I believe in everything you do is for the best? Or am I going to, get angry and challenge God and be like, hey, I'm sick, you don't know what you're doing? And He's looking to see, are you going to accept it with love, or are you going to challenge Him? And another situation happened with a friend of mine, that he got really drunk. And he fell and he hit his face on a pole, and he got he's missing a chunk of his cheek, and he ended up in the hospital, of course. And his wife had to come visit him, and while she was there, she saw another friend there that they knew, and she's like, hey, what are you doing here? She's like, oh, my husband's been here for a couple months. He's really not feeling well. He's really sick. They're not he's not like really getting the treatment that he needs. I don't and my friend's wife, had like some sort of connect in the hospital, so she called him up, and she got him a doctor like right away to like start like really taking care of his case. And the doctor who visited him said that if he hadn't seen him like right away, he would have died. So it was all so for some reason my friend, he had to get drunk and lose a piece of his cheek, but in the end he was able to save somebody's life like that. So God is organizing something that's always for the best. So in every circumstance that you go through, try to picture yourself, how can this be for the best? Not that we understand God and we're like, okay, this must be what God has in store, but in everything you find that silver lining, and then it just makes it like, all right, I don't need to worry about, because it's for the best. And right now it's even better than I'm sick than I'm healthy. And who knows, I'm having a nice Shabbat meal tonight with my friends. We're gonna stay in the house and do it together. Usually I go out, but since I'm not feeling well, I'm gonna stay in, and I'm gonna enjoy that. And it's only because I'm not feeling well. And we've been trying to get together and do this for a while, so we're finally doing it. So there's something that it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out for the best, and I'm sure whatever God has in mind with this, it's even a lot better than this. So I hope this helps you with your perspective a little bit. And thank you for watching. If you have any comments, questions, topics you want me to address, put them in the comments below. Figured out what they are. They're below. You can email me at thejewishheartchannel.com, and check me out at emunahchannel.com. There's tons of awesome videos over there too. So anyway, thanks for watching, and have an amazing Shabbat.